What's up guys, it is DiplexHeated again and welcome to another mod preview video. That is right, today we're taking a look at the Cold War mod 1975. This is apparently a beta version that you can download over on moddb.com. I'm just having a good Sunday guys, I hope you are as well. And you know, the choice for today's mod preview video fell on this. It's interesting, there's a lot of Cold War mods out there. As you guys know, we're using a Cold War mod for the World War III scenario that we have going on for Men of War Assault Squad 1, obviously. And that's also a Cold War mod. But you know, what people define as Cold War, you know, differs. There's a lot of non-Cold War equipment in the Cold War mod. And none of the units look like they're from the Cold War anyway. But this looks more to be like it, because the vehicles and units that you have to your availability in this early stage are certainly not from the 21st century. So, right. It's for Assault Squad 2, that's a lovely engine. A lot of the things in this, almost everything, I'm sure, in this mod has been ported over from Men of War Vietnam. But unfortunately, Men of War Vietnam runs on the somewhat dull Men of War engine. I don't actually know what it's called, but you know, this upgraded Assault Squad and Assault Squad 2 engine is just amazing looking. There's a lot of things going on here, like tessellation, etc., which just makes the game look so much better. So I'm glad they gave it a shot for this engine. So what we're doing here is not really a realistic battle. It's a Vietnam battle, but we're doing basically an assault, a landing, whatever you want to call it, amphibious assault, supported by the Air Force, or the Air Cav. There will be troops landing with the choppers later on as well. Unfortunately, they won't be here for the start because they jump out preemptively, and I don't know how to stop that for some reason. So if you guys have any ideas or tips or tricks or any mod that you want me to play, I'll gladly play it. Fun thing, these aren't NVA soldiers. Well, they are. They're supposed to portray them, but they're actually Japanese troops with NVA weaponry. So, you know, SKS, RPD-44s, PPSH, and stuff like that. Good old staff. Right, so let's get this show on the road. Let's start the Marine Assault. I don't think I have anything else to say. So, like the Red Storm mod for Men of War that I did a preview video on a couple of weeks back, this is like that mod, not in its current stage, presenting a lot of units. So this is kind of what we have to work with here. But it's cool. It's cool. Right, so as these guys get up the beach, I think I'm going to grab one of these choppers and have them come in for air support. Or as air support, should I say. Where did you go, buddy? Here you are. Coming in low, loud and clear. We see the bunker opening fire. Gun run. Oh shit, we're shot down. Oh. Holy crap, that took a lot of bullets. Probably a lot of small arms. I don't think the shield... Yo, the shield got fired. Holy shit. Ooh. It done goofed. Well, it took out a bunker and some of the infantry around here, so that was good. That's gonna allow these Marines to move up. I don't know, Marines, whatever you want to call it. They have M16s, M14s, M60s, Thompsons. It's a little, you know, it's a mix. It's pretty sweet. I don't mind it. It's very cool. And these vehicles back here are providing supportive fire. Alright, let's send the first wave up. Sometimes the sound just stops. It's like there's not enough memory for the sounds to play, although there should be. I don't know. Depends on how mods sorted out. I'm gonna add a little battle sound here in the background. That's gonna be cool. A little extra effect. So this is pretty cool. We have a Shilka back here and we have a T-54 back there. Here's also a Vietnamese mortar position. Oh, this Shilka is ripping up. Alright, we're gonna have to call in the other boys here. We're gonna have to call in the Air Force to deal with this one. Oh, yes, look at this sweet thing. Alright, we're gonna go in with a bomb here on this one. Fortunately, I can't hear the jet engine. There is sound for it, but can't hear it for some reason. Okay, we're gonna drop the fuck out of this Shilka. Boom, that's what I call a strike round. Oh, and the pilot was shot out, or someone was killed. Someone fell out, that's for sure. We're gonna see what we can offer here as well. We have a few more rounds here. We're gonna use the Senite round here. completely disintegrate just the defenders here. That's sick. Oh, we're going down. Shit, shot in the back. Right, so there is an engine sound for that. For some reason, it just didn't want to comply and work here. You can't ask for everything. But, so yeah, most of these assets, as I believe, I don't play a lot of Men of War Vietnam, but I believe most of these assets are actually from Men of War Vietnam. So, it's just nice that they're porting it to this engine and adding more things, hopefully. So, other than that, what should I say? Well, I'm kind of enjoying it. I think it's going off some pretty vanilla ranges. Most of these guns are, you know, ranging from 60 to 80 in weapon range, while I prefer it to be around 100 for the small arms. Adds some pretty interesting combat. Besides, the weaponry isn't that accurate, so there's a lot of firefight. There's a lot of just shooting, like this. Not a lot of people dying. Obviously, that can be changed, but you catch my drift. Right, let's send in another attack helicopter. A UH-1 gunship. Yui. This is my favorite. Helicopter sounds are great, though. Obviously, they too, from Men of War Vietnam. Right, we're gonna drop a payload back here along this wall. Shoot some of these rockets. Take out the entire thing here. Use the miniguns and that. So yeah, we're getting shot at. I see the small arms already. Sweet though, just busting up a cover like that. But taking a little too much small arms fire and we were shot down. So that happens a lot. I mean, I expected it. What can you do? So, you know, we better well just get these guys sent in and do their work. I think we're gonna add a few tanks later on as well, just to demonstrate the tanks in this game. It's kind of funny when you're doing a mod preview. You gotta always bring on the best. I don't think my mod preview for the Red Storm mod was that good, but the mod itself wasn't that good. Hopefully they're gonna develop that further, because I enjoy the models that they had put in. It was really sweet. So yeah, these guys are just cleaning up ahead here. Looking pretty good. I mean, this is a really nice model, so there's nothing wrong with it. Some more troops back here ready to take on the Americans. Right, so here's the third. We'll save this attack helicopter for just a bit later. Right, so for now, we are gonna take a look at the M48. This is like this is pretty nice. There's several models here. This is the M67 though. They kind of look the same. They're very good looking. Absolutely. However, for this very scenario, I feel like not using any of this. M7. That's cool. Anyway, that's all World War II stuff. We're going to head down and use the M60. That's one of my favorite tanks. It is a sweet looking tank. I just love it. Not sure how many... There's the M1 Abrams too. That isn't really Cold War. I mean, it's Cold War, but that's late Cold War. That's up in the 80s. So we're going to be using this thing. Very sweet looking vehicle. So let's get some crew for it. Some tankmen. These tankmen have been completely replaced, I'd say. That guy was World War II. Let's get these guys in here. M60A1 Patton. I mean, it's 75, so with all I do, there will be patents. Good engine sound. Kind of lame idle sound. What do you do? It's got a housed-in turret, which is really nice. The top there, it's housed in, so it's completely protected. Pretty sure our Patton will beat their KP said 54, which is the T-54, but you never know. Mortars landing close though. There's a mortar position up here. They're not going to be shy when it comes to taking this thing out. So these guys are at free move. I think I'll have that at hold position for the future. I don't want it getting itself killed all too quickly. Alright, so let's continue assaulting here. There's some tank traps, but they're not going to be stopping us. Alright, we're going to try and get out and repair. Alright. Mortars are being taken out. Whoa, this thing just went up to smoke. I believe that was hit by an RPG. Or did this tank actually fire at it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one took it out. That's unfortunate, but we do have more helicopters to call in. So I think it's time we call in another chopper here to deal with that tank issue. The T-54. Here it comes. This is Bravo 1. We're on the way. Air support on the way. We see the tango. Run, Charlie, run. Shit, our ammunition isn't doing the trick. Turning around, heading back to base. Actually, no, there's a... We could use a little support here and there. If we keep it high enough, we're going to avoid small arms, which is good. So we'll keep it on this elevation. Thing that it stays there too. Troops in the cover, opening fire. So we're still reloading. Alright, let's let the gun spin. Sweet. Still waiting for this to reload. Miniguns are doing some damage, not all damage though, but some. It's pretty good. Still troops in cover here. We dealt with them there. Look at that tank, just been destroying our APCs back here. We're actually losing American ground here. This is not good at all. I think we might have to reinforce with even more. Alright. Rockets still not reloaded. Or whatever they want to call that. Looked like grenade launcher almost. God, it takes forever to reload these. We don't really have a reloader, but there's no more room for a... Oh, well, it does reload, so that's fine. Alright, we're going to send this chopper back up here. Okay, we're running a bit low here. So let's go ahead and reinforce. Let's take a look at some of these soldiers when I place them. Here's the MG gunner. Here's the rifle with the M14. Here's the rifle soldier with the SMG, which is a... well, not really an SMG. I don't even know why it says SMG there. That's an M16. Squad leader. There's also the officer, which I will not spawn because he spawns with a silly hat. There is also the flamer bazooker. We're going to probably need a couple of bazookas. Not to mention the radio man. He can call in artillery using this. Very interesting thing. It's got a very long range, so... you know. It should be interesting. I think we're going to call it in on this tank back here. So I'm going to put this guy on hold fire so he doesn't go ballistic with what he's got in his inventory. Because trust me, he will finish everything you see. Right, so let's go ahead and add a couple of more to the fight. Just to keep the fight alive. And once we've pushed far up enough, we can land our helicopter reinforcements. Let's also go ahead and add a few snipers. And a few more M60 gunners. So, that'll move up and do the work. So, right, let's take a look at this artillery barrage. This is going to be quite interesting. On this tank. And let loose. That is very impressive. I think we're going to go ahead and use that a couple of times more. We have a lot and it doesn't really take any time to reload. So until we've defeated this tank, I will continue shelling from the Navy. It is gruesome. Completely shelling the area. That is impressive. Complete destruction. I mean, when you got a US battleship off the coast providing you this kind of support, there's not much you can say no to. Complete bombardment. Looks like we have one strike remaining. We might as well soften up some of the defenses further back inland. That is too sweet. That is amazing. Right, this tank is pretty much taken out. Everything else is pretty much dead. This guy is gonna have unlimited radio call-ins, so I'm gonna have to try and stop myself from using that. So we'll send him back. Right. Let's get these troops into the battle. And I think we can just about land chopper troops as we speak. Let's get these guys back here. Let's see if this one's reloaded. It finally has. Let's see if we can take out that T-54 again with another rocket barrage. There's a couple of soldiers standing back here. Should make sure they move up. After this, I'm going to land some more reinforcements. And honestly, if we can't break through, then we cannot break through. I'm not going to bend heaven and earth to try and change that. And that's how this game wants it to be. Nope, really tough. We're going to try and hit it from the back. We have a couple of rockets remaining here. If that's not going to do the trick, then, well, nothing's going to do the trick. Simple as. Let's turn around. Missed. Honestly, I don't think the back armor or the rear armor is going to make a big difference here. Alright, we'll keep this helicopter in the air for support. Alright, let's set these guys up. And let's look at the other potential, which is landing troops with and by helicopter. This could get a little messy. Hopefully they're not going to disembark. I don't know why people have been running all the way to the edge of the map. Oh, he's going to hit the house. No, we're fine. Yeah, see, that's what happens. They disembark that way. We had a quick landing, but people jumped out before time anyway, which is kind of disappointing. It's just what's gonna happen. It sucks. I mean, it really does. So I wish it was like in that LVT or LTV4 Buffalo that actually requires troops to be sent out manually. So let's go ahead and I don't even know what to do. This rotors aren't even spinning on that one. Let's send this one in for suicide run and see if we can actually destroy that tank. Otherwise, we're not going to get through, and I guess that's going to be the end of this preview video. But I wanted to show you the basics. The basics of this. I think still spinning up in the air. Oh, Mr. Tanky Tanky. There's Mr. Hanky Panky. Oh, it did damage the turret. Might be damaged enough for another suicide run here. Engine damaged. That tank is pretty solid. They know how to build them in Russia, don't they? I mean, I would have thought the other, but hell, what the hell. This chopper landed successfully. It's kind of interesting. It kind of can drive through anything without actually even bothering. It's like, it works like a vehicle. This thing stopped working. Yeah. Things like that happens. US Army. Proud to be of service. Right. If you're gonna go below ground, like you are now, then you're gonna bloody hell move up until you're underneath the fucking tank. Because when you're underneath that tank, when the screen squares underneath that tank, I'm gonna tell this guy to get out and the chopper's gonna explode upwards. Boom! But that only did track damage. Alright, let's finish off this last assault here, and I think the Americans are going to have to call it a quit after this. No cry, please. It's just what's going to happen. Here comes the chopper, it's going to land. Landed right next to it. Have we got any rocket troops around here? I spawned a couple. Can't all be dead now, can't they? Here we go. Let's see if this law works. The turret is so damaged that it's probably not going to do anything. Okay, he's got the law up, Oh, well, it can obviously do a little damage. It can still kick. Watch out for the bull. Let's get the law to the right back of it here. Right, gonna go like this. And it shot over. Good. Good tidings. Good tidings, sir. Good job. Got anything? Nice machine gun sound though. That's really nice. So there's one guy who has a nade that can actually take it out. One guy. It's none of these. It's one guy back here. It's the shotgunner. Right, I kind of get it. He's kind of the engineer guy. Ah, injured. Right. So screw that. I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick preview anyway. As I said, I wish troops didn't quite jump out as quickly as they did. The gunships are pretty cool though. They work pretty fine. They're not really rockets. They're shooting like grenades. But yeah, despite the fact that there's actually no NVA in the in the game either, you have to make your own with the in-game troops. It's a bit disappointing. But what can I say? You know, I got to tell you though, the Men of War Vietnam has got plenty of skins and models for the NVA that they could import. Why they haven't, I don't know. If they're planning to, I don't know either. Finally, this tank blew up. But so yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little helicopter assault, or amphibious assault. It wasn't all too much to the world, at least not compared to my other amphibious landing videos, but I felt like I just want to share this mod with you guys, and so you guys can keep an eye out for the future. If perhaps you want to download it and play around yourself. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon again. Bye.